Hello, I'm Philip Stoughton. I'm here at Apex 2016 and I'm joined by François from Cogiscan. François, good to see you again.
Hello Philip, good to see you.
Loving the outfit.
Thank you very much.
Factory Intelligence is the product you're all promoting with your livery. Tell me a bit about the product.
Okay, so Cogiscan has been in a track trace and control business for many years now. We started out primarily around material control and then evolved into traceability. And now I would say analytics is the third pillar of our offering. So we've been collecting data from the shop floor, from the different machines over the years. Now we're just expanding the set of data that we collect from these machines, and we basically coming up with new applications to leverage this data to allow manufacturers, operators and managers to know in real time what's going on the factory floor and make better decisions and take corrective actions more efficiently, essentially.
Okay, and we're hearing lots of discussion about IOM, about Industry 4.0, Internet of Things, different discussions and where that sits with the different software layers. Where do you sit in that kind of infrastructure?
I think Cogiscan has a unique position in the industry, and we see our role as being the connectivity layer. There's obviously many different machines, and some machine vendors have some software, some have a lot of software, and there's also ERP and MES systems that are available coming in it from the top-down approach. And the problem is that there's no industry standard. I should say there's multiple industry standards, none of them that's used widely. So the idea is we can speak all these different languages, and we can become the connectivity layer. So we interface with all the machines, we interface with all the MES systems, and we can actually tie all these together.
Yeah, so there's a kind of a translation process. One of the languages that we've been talking about was OML, which has been announced a couple of weeks ago by Mentor. Is that another language that you're able to
Absolutely. I mean, we're planning to do that. I mean, it's brand new, so we don't have the interface yet, but we see that a very good thing, because it means that all of a sudden, our company and others will be able to interface with the MES from Mentor Graphics, and in a way that will be controlled and supported over long term, which is what it should be. So we definitely will develop this interface, and we will offer it to our customers and also to our partners, equipment partners that need to support all the different software that are out there.
Yeah.
Whether that becomes an industry standard or not in the future, I mean, time will tell. But
some people will use it, so it's
exactly. Some people will use it. Obviously, the people that work with Valor and Mentor will use it. So we need to definitely support that. Yeah.
And I guess the challenge for you is to be agnostic on those different platforms and to deal with as many vendors as possible. You have a pretty broad partnership of vendors. Tell me about that.
Yeah, it's becoming essentially our core business. I mean, of course, we do a lot of business with the end users as well, with manufacturers. But more and more, we see our role as being the connectivity company and also filling the gaps. So again, some equipment vendors, some software vendors want to focus on certain areas. For example, a lot of MES like to offer key functions, but they're not necessarily interested in doing the plumbing part, which is interfacing with each different machine. They can get that from us. On the other side of the machine vendors need to be able to claim that they can connect to any system. So again, we can offer that solution for them. So that's really our focus, is on the partnerships with the equipment vendors and with the software vendors as well.
Okay, and we're at a show here in North America. You've had lots of visitors, I guess predominantly the US, but maybe Mexico as well. Have they been interested in this kind of Industry 4.0 as the next evolution of their business?
Yeah, absolutely, and people see that. I mean, they're talking more and more about it, I guess, but a lot of people have actually taken real steps. And the way we look at it is that, yes, I mean, ultimately you can do everything connected with software in the factory. In practice, it's going to happen one step at a time, right? And the argument is, okay, today we should focus on the areas where we have a strong ROI, things like material management, traceability, analytics. Some of them are pretty obvious, and it's the foundation also for this factory of the future. The way we package our product is we have the TTC middleware, which is really the data collection layer. The argument is this is really the foundation for the factory of the future. Once you have that, then you can connect our software modules, somebody else's software modules, anything you want, so it opens up the door to really build up the factory of the future in the best possible way. Because no one software vendor can offer all the solutions. It's really how do you allow these different systems to interact together very efficiently.
Yeah, and my experience with the EMS guys is they want to be able to take some kind of small step. They want to be able to make that journey, and they don't know quite where that journey is taking them. So they need something that will facilitate them to get started. And I guess you're doing that.
Yeah, exactly.
Excellent. Well, François, thank you for popping by. Thanks for chatting, and we'll talk again soon.
Thanks again, Philip.